Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's been a while since I've made a video. It's been too long. Just a lot of things going on in my life, and YouTube, the way they're getting kind of crazy with the Google Plus and all that nonsense. I figured it's time to make a video, and I was in the mood to make one. And here I got another gun I'm going to do a review on, and this one's a little different. This is more about the brand than the actual type of gun. This is a Rock Island 1911. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with these, but you might be wondering if this is a good budget 1911 to buy, and that's what I'm mostly going to talk about. So here's the box that you get. At least this is the one I get. I don't know what kind of box they're giving away now. I've seen some people with these and they have a little bit different box. It's actually a nice box, I think. So let's go ahead and open it up. And I like to keep a little paper towel because the top here is not padded, which is okay, but it just want to make sure that this doesn't scratch my gun. But other than that, it's a nice case. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Kind of show you, it comes with one magazine. This is the magazine it comes with, but I have another magazine in it. But it does come with one magazine, and this is a Act Mag 8-round magazine. I'll show you what that looks like in the gun. Put that off to the side for a second. I'll kind of show you what you get with it. You don't really get much of anything. This comes out. Get your standard books and pamphlets and whatever, and they give you a DVD that shows you what kind of guns they come out with and everything. Safety guide, which is always good. Some people complain that, why do I need that in there? I already know how to shoot. Well, could be someone's first gun, you never know. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And first thing first, we'll safety check it and make sure it's clear. See the magazine empty. Both magazines are empty. There's no ammunition in this area. And it is clear. See, there's no rounds in there. So we are safe to proceed. So here's the magazine it comes with. And it's a good magazine. I've always known that to be a good magazine, Act Mag. And the one I had in it was a Metgar, which is only a 7-round magazine. I don't know why it's only 7 rounds. Most of them are usually 8. And I have a couple other magazines, but I'll talk about those in a minute. So this is a little different what you might see when you first buy yours. I put these are supposed to kind of represent the old GI grips. I probably got the other ones around here somewhere. You usually get wood grips on it, just regular old wood grips. I'm not sure where I have those grips at. Oh, I guess I do, right here. These are the grips that kind of came with it. There's a story behind this, why I have these grips and why these might look different than the ones that you might get. These usually come with smooth wood grips, and what happened with mine is, this is something that you might want to consider. I don't know if it's just with mine or if this is something that happens, but when I first got this gun, this might just be Rock Island, I'm not sure. But when I went to take the grips off, I wanted to put, because I ordered these grips before I got the gun, and when I went to take them out, when I unscrewed the grip screw, the bushing came out with it, and it came out of the frame. That's not supposed to happen. It's hard to explain if you're not into 1911s, but there's a bushing that screws into the frame, and the screw goes into the bushing. That backed out, and I couldn't get the grip off. I couldn't get the screw off the grip. Took it back to the gun shop where I got it. Told them. They said, okay, that's cool. We'll fix it for you. It's bought it brand new from us. That's fine. Well, when the gunsmith that was trying to fix it, he actually cracked the grips when he was trying to get the bushing off, and they gave me these. These are actually nicer grips. So that's why that's like that. So the grips that actually came with this gun are no more. They're in the trash somewhere. But I like these grips because they look like the old World War II look to them. It's the plain brown. And so what I'm mostly going to focus on this gun is the brand and whether this is a good gun to get for $400. They go for around $400, give or take, and they're considered a bargain brand 1911. That's probably the lowest you're gonna see a 1911 for. You might see them for a little lower, maybe like $330 something, but this is supposed to be the brand that is supposed to be good for the cost. And I'd actually have to say, I haven't. This is only a 1911 I own, but from what I've seen, what I've handled, this is actually not bad for the price. I can't say that, it's really special or nothing like that, but for $400 you are going to get a nice 1911. If you just want a basic 1911, you don't want anything real fancy, this is what you get. I'm extremely happy with this, and I've had no problems with it except for the grip doing what it did, and one other issue that I'll talk about. It's really smooth from what I can tell. Like I said, haven't had a lot, but I talked to the owner of the gun shop. He said that this one is pretty smooth, he said. I'm sure he's handled hundreds of 1911s. As far as quality, I can tell it's really nice looking machining. Everything looks like it's, really nice for what you're, it's not an Ed Brown, it's not a Nighthawk, it's not a, big dollar 1911 that's not even like a Smith & Wesson or a Remington. I'm sure those you could tell a little bit of a difference, but I've looked at some of those, and this is nice. You're not going to get something that's a piece of junk, I can tell you that. This is, like I said, is your basic GI configuration where you're going to have, the old style hammer and beaver tail grip, safety, and even the sights. The sights are what they are. Everything is GI, the way they had it back in World War II and World War I and Vietnam and everything. There's nothing really. The only thing they've done with this gun that I can see is that it does have a little bit of a lowered and flared ejection port. You can see that there. That is something that, you know, if you're going to pay more and, you know, more money on a nicer 1911, that's something you're most likely going to get, you know, is that feature. That's supposed to help with, you know, empty casings coming out of the, you know, kicking out there. It looks nice. I mean, I do like this logo on the side, but I think I would prefer it to be just black if it was just, you know, like, you know, just if it was black. It is kind of pretty bright silver. I don't know if that's bare metal or if that's painted that way. I'm not sure, but it does. I mean, it looks nice, but I'd rather it look more like, you know, older style 1911. So as far as Rock Island 1911s, I'd say if you want a 1911 but you don't have the money, and all you're really looking for is to get a 1911 that you like. I like the you know, I like the old stuff, you know, the way it looks and everything. I would say get one. The only thing now, I'll talk about some of the things I don't like. Just kind of a little thing here. I like to keep my extra magazines in here. I do have 2 other magazines, and here's the deal. These 2 magazines work perfectly. The Act Mag and the Metgar Mag. Now this one I bought I bought this I don't even know what brand this is. It just says C-L on it on the bottom of it. I don't even know. I got this at a gun show for like $5, so I'm not really surprised that it doesn't work. It worked a couple times, but now when you go to chamber around, it drops out. So this one, I really don't care if it doesn't work. It only costs $5. Now this one is supposed to be one of the best magazines there is. This is a Kim Pro Tac Mag. I'm sure you guys have heard about these from other YouTubers. These are supposed to be the best, some of the best magazines there are. You can change out the base pad here and everything. For some reason, my gun doesn't like this magazine. It goes in just fine, locks open just fine, but for some reason, when I shoot the first round, it pops out. I don't know if they, I'm pretty sure their magazine, it doesn't like these magazines for some reason. The only other thing is I can think of is if can't think, magazine release is, something's up with it, but I'm not sure what that is. If you guys know anything about that, I don't know if 1911s are just like that, if some magazines work, some don't. These 2, they work fine, they're perfect. These 2, I don't know why they don't work, and especially this one. This, like I said, this one, some old, who knows what it is magazine I picked up from a gun show for $5, probably not even worth $5. Just, you know, bought it just to have another magazine, but why this one doesn't work, I don't know. Like I said, that's not a big deal for me. I like to have at least 2 magazines. I'll probably buy another magazine in one of these brands, and it should work fine. If it doesn't, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, these are good quality 1911s for the price, as long as you don't expect it to be like $1,000-$1,300 1911. I think you're gonna be happy. The other thing that you're gonna get, and it's not the gun, it has nothing to do with the gun, is that when you buy a gun with this old style, this grip safety will beat your hand up. 15 rounds, you'll have some redness on the palm of your hand. For me, I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. Shooting this feels like I'm shooting a piece of history. This was carried by our armed forces for so long, and now they're even bringing it back to certain groups of the military. I guess some people in the military still carry it, some special forces or something like that. What else can I say about it? Just, good quality gun for the money. Can't say anything really bad about it. So that's my take on the Rock Island, if I can say it right, Rock Island 1911. Okay guys, take care.